So there's a trend on TikTok. It's really weird.
I knew you for like 4 days and you helped me move my apartment and a couple other guys.
How would you
help me move too.
react in this
I was
situation?
going on dates with them too.
Imagine her telling every one of them that she's dating only him and the rest her friends. And she actually dated all of them and they just were there to help her move.
Listen, so I've been seeing this trend called we listen and we don't judge.
We listen and we don't judge.
And in these videos, man, these people say some vile, disgusting, outright humanity breaking, sending meteorites down to earth right now and strike me with lightning type shit. So I thought I might put some of these together and we're gonna get to it, man. Hit that like button.
Why do they do
subscribe
that?
if you're new. Let's get it.
Is it because they really want to ruin the relationship and they don't know how to do it?
I have an irrational anger response when I'm sitting at a red light and someone pulls up next to me. It pisses me off. Could you scoot up a little bit?
You one crazy ass bitch.
We listen and we don't judge.
Y'all scared? I got kids by my uncle. All 3 are his, and my baby daddy think the kids is his. And I tell everybody I don't like men, so I tell them my kids are my nieces and nephews.
She knows the concept of the internet, right? And how cameras work and how uploading works and how viewership works on TikTok.
You see what I'm saying, guys? 30 seconds in this video and it's already some disgusting shit. Because if I was a father and found out that those kids aren't mine but are indeed her uncles, I'm gonna crash out, bro. I'm turning into Vegeta.
What if you're the kid? One day.
That's it! Everyone died!
You find this video.
We listen and we don't judge. So yeah, y'all know I'm a nurse and sometimes, well, all the time, if I work in a nursing home, I pass gas because it's stinking there anyway.
Somebody smell like shit!
In front of the patient,
Yeah,
and they smell it.
it's stinking there anyway.
Girl, you're the one to judge,
Said
really?
That already smells like shit, so let me go ahead and add to it. If I'm gonna
At
do
least
what y'all say,
farting
y'all
is
gonna
not
do what
fucking your
mine, alright?
uncle.
We
We listen and we don't
Sorry
judge.
for judging.
I used to just be friends with people that I knew didn't like me. And they didn't treat me like a friend just because I wanted friends. And it went on for years.
Fucking cry.
But you was pretty. And then I had to, you know, go through trauma and heal from that. But, you know, I did it.
You mean to beat them up?
And then I used to hate them too on the inside. So I don't think none of us liked each other for real.
That's sad because that's actually the reality for a lot of girls and guys too, man. You ever been friends with a homie, but you know deep down he's not really your
And
homie?
say it's a safe.
Y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
No,
Pass,
don't be rude, Napa.
Nobody's gonna insult you and be like, "Ooh, you gas smells foreign." They'll think, "Oh, this is mine."
We listen and we don't judge.
I got.
My mom used to work at a nursing home, and I've heard that these places are like public sex gatherings for elderly people. That once they go in, they just get incredibly horny, and the drama of who dated who and dumped who updates every fucking day. Is that true in the U.S. as well? I always wondered.
One more, since we not judging, right?
Shut your ass up, man. You don't need to say no more. I don't want to hear nothing else, man. You
Should
said the
we
thing about her
bonking
uncle.
it?
Imagine why she
But
got...
how does it? How does it work? Is it not supposed to like go up after a certain age? I know of Viagra, but I never believed in it, even though I'm a medicinal chemist and I know that it works. But I don't. In my head, I guess I have a Madonna and a whore complex when it comes to elderly people. They're all Madonnas. Yeah. That's crazy. How do they have the stamina? How did they not like have a heart attack in the middle? How does it work?
How to say now?
I got a different group chat with me and 5 of my friends, and I talk about every single one of y'all every time y'all do something stupid. I told them about your business.
This
your
girl is
business,
crazy.
Your business, your whole business.
She's dangerous.
Y'all nigga businesses.
She's fucking
Your dog
dangerous.
business. Everybody business. But I always seem like a saint.
You can get out my car.
No,
At
we,
this
no,
point.
we, no,
Yeah.
we.
Don't even worry about
I'm
it, because guess
judging.
what?
No, because I'm a little pissed off.
I
too.
lie to her
You know
anyway
something
because
about
I know she be telling my business because she's messy. like that.
I'm not.
Oh, so you be telling her stuff, but you know it's a lie.
Yeah.
Just
I told her my life was
so the
cut
stuff
off.
that she telling other people, you ain't worried about it because it's a lie.
I told her my life was cut off.
They don't trust each other. All they need is one girl's trip and it's done.
Tragic.
And we listen and we don't judge. Sometimes I go in the bathroom and hide and pretend to go to the bathroom when I hear the chaos in the house, just so you have to handle it, not me. Not judging. Not judging.
A lot of men do that
Sound like
with their
something I would
phone
We don't
for
judge.
45 minutes.
And sometimes I tell you I'm going to get a facial, but I'm really going to get Botox.
It is facial. It's in the face, isn't it? He didn't like
Damn,
that.
You got Botox you didn't know?
We
listen and we don't judge. Sometimes I pretend to have to fix something downstairs just so I can play video games and have some peace. We're not judging. We listen and we don't judge.
Sounds like he left her all alone in the marriage and she's dealing with the kids and everything and he's just like looking for ways to escape. Yeah, it's a crazy
sometimes
trend.
I move your keys on purpose.
Why would you... The whole concept is like so upside down. So instead of telling the person and figuring it out, you'd rather sit like an NPC and air it out for the whole world and the person and force them not to react, and so you cannot resolve it because we listen and we don't judge. So you don't have the right to respond to it or talk about it, and you're forced to accept it, and that's I can see how that could kill a relationship the same freaking day. Why wouldn't it?
Just to drive you crazy when you say you can't find them.
Aren't you supposed to be his piece? She out here creating chaos for no reason.
I'm sorry, but it's mutual. It's supposed to be mutual, not one-sided. Be his piece. Be her piece too.
We
listen and we don't judge. Sometimes I go in our bedroom at night and pretend to fold laundry while you're downstairs just so I don't have to help you clean up.
That's called weaponized incompetence. Such a Chad thing to do.
Sometimes I tell you I have to go run errands, but I'm really just eating Chick-fil-A in my car and going shopping.
So they're both running away from their
You know,
relationship.
it sounds like they just want some me time, bro. That's what it
No,
sounds
they-
like to
they
me.
want
They want
a
some me
divorce
time, but they
time.
don't want to be transparent with each other.
Divorce
So they make up
approaching, yeah.
excuses to have their own time.
We listen and we don't judge.
Do we do what?
Sometimes I ignore you and pretend like I can't hear you in hopes that you'll get so annoyed that you have to repeat it that you won't ask me to do something again.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of men do this, bro.
We listen
Yeah.
and we don't judge.
Oh my god. Chat. Who's gonna be the aggressor of those two? I feel like this girl is hating a lot, but the look on the guy's face is so aggressive.
Cooking with vegetables, I tell you I've washed them before I've cooked with them, when I really haven't.
No!
Disgusting.
No! Dude, that's fucking violation. That's dangerous. That's beyond disgusting. Ew! Ew!
There's like dirt all over them and stuff.
Ew! And parasites and chemicals and worms and shit.
When I say I'm going upstairs to play video games, I'm actually going upstairs just to get away from you and your attitude. And I don't even play video games at all. I just like sit in silence.
So we see a reoccurring.
When she tells him that she cooks something with vegetables, she says that she doesn't wash them.
Here so far. So people really make up excuses to get away from their spouses, man.
Listen and we don't judge.
Why is he so aggressive?
When you asked me if I farted in the bed, and I said no, it was Annie. It was actually me. That smelled like Annie's farts. It was so bad, Maggie.
So in a relationship, if a girl farts, you know I got no issues with it, man. She's a human being.
Yeah, you're not supposed to draw any attention to it. You're supposed to ignore it as if it never happened. Because remember, girls don't fart and women don't shit.
But if she farts on like the first, second, or third date, man, I'm just getting to know you. Like, you really have the nerve to come to my crib and just fart. And it smells too. I will never look at you the same way again. Every time I'm trying to get intimate with you now, all I'm going to think about is...
What if, not that this has happened to me because it hasn't, but what if it escapes her? I literally listened to a story like that on TikTok on people that met on the first date, and poor girl, like, she was so incredibly embarrassed. She farted on accident, and he made it into a radio that she farted, and it was fucking crazy. So it happens on accident for some people, so it doesn't mean that she made it on purpose. Oh, dude, there's worms sometimes in them. Living fucking worms. I found ladybugs inside my lettuce. A lot of black dirt. Like, there's no way you don't wash them. Especially in Bulgaria. We get, like, organic vegetables from people's gardens. The potatoes come with the dirt and everything. There's no way you're not washing those.
Comfortable at that point.
It smells like flowers.
But I hope that you're not just farting around me 24/7. Who the fuck does that? You need to go get that checked out.
You do that.
Gassy ass bitch.
Gassy ass bitch. You see that he has no empathy for women just from the way that he talks.
We listen and we don't judge. You usually forget to take a Miralax, and so a lot of times I'll just put it in your coffee and give it to you in the morning.
Okay, Bill Cosby.
He drugs her?
Okay, Rick Ross.
Remember when I knew you for like 4 days and you helped me move my apartment and a couple other guys showed up?
I feel like after we learned that he drugged her, the other guys are not just a bad story.
To help me move too.
It's still bad though.
Yeah.
I was going on dates with them too. I just invited everyone I was dating at the time.
That's so fucking risky. How did she not think that they would talk to each other and figure it out?
Help me move my apartment.
But if my girl told me something like that, I would never see her the same way again. You really invited everybody you're dating and had them just throttle around in front of my face?
Yeah,
I don't
it's
care if this
weird.
is for the video. How could you reveal something like that? That is fucked up.
We don't judge.
My guy is flabbergasted, bro.
I'm just hoping you move against my competition.
It was just like casual dates here and there. We don't judge. I've been holding that in for like 2 years. It feels good to get that off my chest.
We listen and we don't judge.
Okay, after an occurrence like that, guys, do you continue to date her? Or do you dump her? Tell me.
Remember when you asked me to fold the laundry last week?
Yeah.
I poured water inside of it so I could tell you that it wasn't dry, so I didn't have to fold it.
Wait, that's actually genius.
Like, nothing you said compares to the one about her bringing all her
Nope,
dates
she's
over to
done.
help her move. Like, I get it if you date multiple people, right? But don't bring them all together.
Yeah, why would you
especially
bring
to help
them
you move.
together?
What kind of shit is that?
She loves risky stuff, probably.
We listen and we don't judge. When we were first dating and I slept over at your place, I pooched such a big log that I clogged the toilet. And I was so embarrassed to tell you that I just said, oh, it must have been you.
You left it there?
And I couldn't unclog it, so I...
Did I unclog your poop?
You unclogged it and took the blame. It's because I didn't want your family to hate me. Thank you for taking the blame and unclogging the toilet.
My guy clogged the toilet on the first date and she took the blame. Marry that girl right now. No questions asked. She the wife. She wifey.
Listen and we don't judge.
Whenever you get mad at me, I'll purposefully hide your phone, your keys, your wallet, whatever is essential in your life so that you'll come and talk to me first.
Oh, she's a fucking narcissist. Oh no, you don't do that. You don't. Oh no, that's like from the Gaslight movie or something. You're not supposed to do that.
That's some next level manipulation.
Dump
shit,
her.
bro. My God, I can't be mad at you. Just let me be mad.
That's some
I don't wanna
narcissistic
talk to you
behavior
right now, so
shit.
just give me my space.
Run.
I got my shit, baby. Bro, she's an evil genius.
No, she's
That's
just evil.
evil.
They all do that.
Oh.
She's not
Listen
genius. She
and we
didn't come
don't
up with
judge.
it.
Last year at horror night, after I got out of one of the mazes, I ran to the bathroom because I peed myself a little and I needed
Why are all of his accidents about pooping and peeing? What's up with this guy?
to throw away my underwear.
You're lying.
So I threw away my underwear in the bathroom and I came back out.
This man has a lot of embarrassing stories. Damn, my guy.
Yeah.
Yo, them clowns are scary. We listen and we don't judge.
One time when we were on a date, I started choking on a noodle and I didn't want you to notice. So I acted like I dropped something so that I could throw up under the table into a napkin and I almost died. Like I was legit choking.
And he didn't even notice?
So she was afraid to show him that she was choking, and my guy clogged her toilets. They're perfect for each other, bro.
I do. We listen and we don't judge. Almost every day that we
for me is the intense eye contact with the camera that he's doing while telling the stories. It's so weird.
Been married, I wake up and I take pictures of you while you're sleeping because I think they're funny or cute. And it became like a cute thing, so I have an album on my phone named Sleeping. And
You're
it's just,
lying.
And it's just
Do you really? Oh my god!
and it's just you sleeping.
Wait, stop!
I mean, y'all think that's weird or cute? I mean, I think it's borderline weird and cute at
I
the
think
same
it
time,
started
you know
with
what I'm saying?
weird.
We listen, we don't judge. When we first started dating, I had a voodoo doll for you, just in case you did anything wrong.
She talking
Chat, humanity is way more fucked than I ever thought.
about some obia shit.
It's getting
some black
worse.
magic. Oh my god.
It's getting
Baby,
worse.
we just met and you already doing
Imagine if those are the things that they're okay with saying in front of everybody. What are the things that they won't share with nobody?
black magic? Damn.
I don't anymore.
You had a voodoo doll?
Oh, you're such a good person. You don't anymore.
Doll, so like if you did anything wrong,
How long did
we
you...
listen. Say with me. We listen. We,
We
don't judge.
Lost my train of thought.
She's so controlling this boy.
A
He's
year
not
before
even.
we started dating, I wrote, "I will marry Andrea" in my iPhone notes. 2 weeks later, her ex broke up with her, and a year later, we got together.
Guys, I don't think you know
Aw.
the severity of the situation. Imagine if he cheats. She might go to the strongest shaman, the strongest
Yeah.
black magic wielder or wizard that she
Yeah.
knows. She might make another voodoo doll that's even more dangerous than the last one. He about to have back pains, random pain in his neck and shit, fucking kidney failure.
Shit, that explains why I've been having these chest pains in the last 2 days. Chat, who made a voodoo doll of me? Be honest. I'll be forgiving. I'll listen and I won't judge. All you have to do is throw it away, but stop stabbing my heart, goddammit.
Listen.
We don't judge.
I'm serious.
So last night, I like randomly
Fresh
Googled just,
hi,
like, for fun,
hello.
like how to get rid of a body, like as a joke, you know.
Again, he better not cheat on this woman.
Like as a joke, you know. Like
Fucking kidney failure.
listen.
We don't judge.
So last night, I like randomly Googled just like for fun, like how to get rid of a body, like as a joke, you know.
The way that she talks with a fake smile is a little bit concerning, especially during these conversations about how to get rid of a body. You know, it's just a random thing that I googled. It's completely normal, don't react to it. I'm smiling, it's all casual, it doesn't mean a thing.
Again, he better not cheat on this woman.
We listen, we don't judge. I thought it was just like we don't
at
judge.
him.
Like, that's just like she's like a silly little like thing. Okay, ready?
Why would you do
ready?
that? Talking about voodoo dolls and bodies?
Ready? We listen.
Get off me.
We listen, we don't judge.
Before we left on our travels, you packed your ugly red dress. I unpacked it before we left.
Louis.
I was like, nah.
Louis.
No, get that shit out of my suitcase.
That is so evil.
When
I
you
love that dress. I thought I
That's
forgot to pack
evil?
We listen.
Unpacking your ugly red dress is evil? Making a voodoo doll of him and making him date you in a forced way and then looking for ways to discard the body is not evil.
We don't judge.
Is this guy alive?
Like,
Somebody
lock
needs
of
to
your
do a
hair,
health
like, hidden away. Every time like a hair of yours
welfare
like, falls
check
out,
on
and I keep
him.
adding it to the stash. Sometimes when you're sleeping, I like
Wait,
smell it.
I can't. This is what is this? Can you share something with chat? We'll listen and we won't judge. I just did. What do you mean? You look and you don't judge. Forehead reveal. What else do you need?
We listen, we don't judge.
I keep like
Chico,
a
you
lock
wanna
of your
share some
hair like
stuff?
hidden away. Every time like a hair of yours like falls
She's
out,
a
and I
witch.
keep adding it to the stash. Sometimes when you're sleeping, I like smell it. You know.
She's a
If she's for
fucking
real,
witch.
bro, if she's actually doing this shit, this is actually dangerous.
Yeah.
She's keeping his hair. Bro,
This is black
she's
magic
using
shit.
black magic. I wouldn't be surprised if she used a love spell
Keep
on
sharing.
this man. We got Obia, black magic. She looking up how to dispose of bodies.
Yeah.
Again, he better not cheat or cross her the wrong way.
And he wrote something on a paper, and then 2 weeks later, her ex dumped her, and they started dating. This is freaking witchcraft.
Wait.
We listen, we don't judge.
That's fucking psychotic.
What are you
Where
talking
is
about?
it?
Well,
It's
I'm
not
gonna tell you now. I
psychotic,
thought we
it's
listened, we don't
We
psychopathic.
do judge. We judge. We absolutely judge that shit. Where's my hair? I want my property back.
It's mine.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm done. This video was creepy. I liked the one yesterday. That was fun.
Daddy's creepy as fuck, bro. I'll be watching out. My guy is dating a sorcerer.
We listen, we don't judge.
Hold on. This dude is hiding some cheating information. She is kinda the scary one. That's what I'm seeing from their picture. She could be just faking it all. She could be, but like there's something about her affect and her demeanor and the fake smile and the super serious eyes that I feel like she's serious.
There was a time where
I turned over in my sleep and I pelted you, elbowed you straight in the middle.
I remember that.
Yeah, so I was awake. I just didn't want to act like I was awake because I knew the consequences of what would happen.
Look at his cute puppy face to her. And be like, if I were her father or her brother, man. Right? Skin donator. I didn't see his face correctly. I didn't pay attention to the bushy eyebrows.
So I pretended to sleep while
Look at her reaction. She's trying to figure out if he's kidding or not, but I don't think he's kidding.
you were.
That's messed up.
Yeah, sorry.
So this man is
Yeah, sorry. I just elbowed your nose. I wanted to break it, but I failed, so I pretended to sleep anyway. Sorry.
willingly admitted to assaulting her on purpose.
Yeah. How many more times has this happened?
We listen, we don't judge.
One time we were in a fight, and this was a few years ago, and I was really upset with you, and you wanted apple juice. So I took a cup, I peed in it, put it in the fridge for 3 hours to make it cold, and I gave it to you, and that's why it tasted
Oh fucking hell, they deserve each other. Not saying that physical abuse is okay, but what the fuck is wrong with these people?
You tried it.
Maybe she's lying because she learned that
Don't judge.
he hit
He didn't
her.
react
She
mad
could have been lying.
I'm
Maybe
thinking,
she
like,
lied.
This might be scripted. Because what the fuck? P? Bro, if any girl ever do a shit like that.
And even if this is true, why would you put this on your fucking social media? Ah! What are they still going? That should have been the end of them. Yeah, a lot of people just stay for a very long time. Ugh.
To me, man, I'm charging up to Super Saiyan 3.
Chance,
And I'm blowing
tell
up the
us your
planet.
story.
One time, I was making.
Oh, there's more? Cause like this wasn't enough. We need more from this couple. Pigs belong together, but again, TikTok videos thrive on shock value, so these all could be fake or clout. That's true, but imagine being that person and then putting out that video, even if it's for rage baiting and for clout. Your whole circles and the other circles around them would see this, and a lot of people would believe it. So you're fucking up your life for what? For likes?
Super Saiyan 3. And I'm blowing up the planet.
One time, I was making you food, and I was making you chicken wings, and one of the chicken wings dropped into the dish soap. So I put it back on, I patted it down, and I gave it to you.
Why would you do that?
Because we listen, we don't judge.
They should not be together, man. They're gonna end up doing some shit to each other.
Yeah.
Like, he's gonna elbow her.
It's not
again,
gonna
and
end
she
well
gonna poison him.
for one of them.
Don't judge.
Obviously, you have a dairy allergy. One time, I made you something that actually had both milk and butter, but like I already made it, so I just didn't tell you. And I think you had a really bad stomachache that night.
Bro, he's a psychopath. And probably she is too, in some degree. They have psychopathic tendencies. I'm not saying they're psychopaths. They have psychopathic tendencies. Like, this is fucking weird.
What the hell's wrong?
By the way, this trend is huge. It's not just these people. So I bet there's a bunch of them who fake it and take fake stories and just tell them. But I bet a lot, if not half of them or the majority of them, tell true stories. Her response to the chicken wing was more severe than being hit in the face. So she seems a little fake. You know how when you're sleeping, sometimes thinking get blurry and you can forget a lot of things? Maybe when he hit her, she was actually the one sleeping, so maybe that's why her emotional response is not as strong as it is for things that happened when she was wide awake. That could explain it a little bit as well. We had this crew that when they showed up, they would steal all of our drinks. Oh no, what'd you do to the drinks? I pissed in an apple juice bottle and put it in the fridge and told everyone to stay away from it. Hour later, Gum came running out of the doghouse. Oh god.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing, because we listen and we don't judge.
That's not even funny. That's messed up, bro.
No.
Hopefully this is scripted.
None of them were
Hopefully
funny.
it's scripted, man, because that's actually fucked up.
None of them were funny.
That's like knowing someone is allergic to tree nuts and you purposely giving them peanuts in your brownies. That's attempted murder.
Yeah.
Leave that man. You know what I mean?
And I know that like dairy intolerance is not as dangerous, but how do you know? Maybe she gets a immune system flare up and it gets complicated and she gets really, really sick. What are you gonna do next? Wait for her to fall asleep so you can elbow her and laugh in her face? And we listen and we don't. Come on! We listen and we don't say it! We listen and we don't judge. Oh wait, Chance wants to learn a new word, Jesus. I paid a hooker to rub her piece on my roommate's toothbrush? What the fuck, man? I can't even. Oh my god. You're doing a compilation, aren't you? And then one day, when we have a conflict and you hate me and you've blocked me, you're gonna make some video of Daya said all these things and they're unhinged and it's all true. Chat, we need to clip all these things for my own protection and to see that these are redeems from chance and that those are not my own stories and this is how it goes. Платих на проститутка да втрие херпес в четката за зъби на моята съквартирантка. We listen and we don't judge. There you go.